I welcome everybody to the Beer Brief 24. Instagram has taken it all away from me. I thought I had a little passageway, a little back door to Instagram Live through the phone. So I was using Arlie's phone, but they said, nah, not without 1,000 followers. You will not. So we were going to be building my brand on YouTube. So like, subscribe, hit the notifications. That's what I'm going to start saying from now on, man. And I can start going live on there once I get 50 subscribers. I don't know if I have any. I might have one. Might be Arlie. So, without further ado, man, we'll get to this. You already know the business. I drink a beer. As long as there's beer in this glass, I will talk football. Once there is no beer left in this glass and the beer choice is the Elysian Juice Dust, I'm done so. Take my little So let's get to it. Today, a lot of preseason games on. Not going to talk about all of them. Of course, I'm going to talk about the 49ers one a little bit. But I'm going to start out with the Browns. So, Shedeur Sanders was out with an oblique injury. I was thinking to myself, this is a wonderful situation for him to either stay the course, everybody plays decent, and he is where he was, because the last depth chart they had, they listed him as fourth on that list. Or maybe Gabriel really goes off, and he kind of asserts himself as that number 2 spot, and then probably going to see Sanders probably practice squatted. Or Gabriel doesn't play very well, and we got ourselves a little shakeup. So what ends up happening? Gabriel, kind of a mixed bag. Completion wise, he did okay. Led to some scoring drives, all field goals, no touchdowns. Unless you count the pick 6 that he threw. That was a touchdown. So he did that. And that pick 6 was a really ugly pass, And obviously, like I said, got taken to the house. But that's probably not the biggest news from that. So he did a sideline interview. My man said something along the lines of, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and he's a competitor. So when I heard that, I'm thinking, oh, my man just took a shot at Shedeur Sanders. So later on, he gets asked about it, and then he's like, oh, entertainers, I'm talking about you guys. I'm talking about the media. Brothers like newspaper writers and guys who fucking have work for the Athletic, online fucking publications. They're not entertainers. The writers. You guys are the fucking entertainers. What are you talking about? So it was very obvious he was taking a shot at Shedeur Sanders. But it was just the funniest time shot. You just got done throwing a pick 6. And you're going to take shots at people? So, that's a terrible look. Also, the dude's 5 foot. He's about my height playing quarterback. And my man Rich, shout out to him, made a very astute observation about him, because he was going back and forth, and Rich knows his shit. He was comparing him to Russell Wilson, but without the mobility. Russell Wilson without mobility is, he could throw a decent deep moon ball. He threw one today, about 80-yard pass. Almost was a touchdown, but he ain't that. If you're gonna be short, you better be mobile. Like a Kyler Murray, like I said, Russell Wilson. Or your throwing skills better be immaculate, like a Drew Brees. And he has none of that. So it kind of seems at this point right now, it would seem like Shedeur has to be above him just by doing nothing. And then whatever you think of Kenny Pickett, shit. I don't know. I don't know how you roll with him. As a coach, I don't know how you roll with him, because, you're supposed to be all about the team. And you're in a competition, but your teammates as well. You know what I mean? And to not I don't know, man. It wasn't a good look. Wasn't a good look for old Gabriel. All I wrote was Gabriel's tripping, and then I had this to talk about. So that is what it is, man. That's tough. The Commanders, their offensive coordinator, my man, old Kingsbury, says they needed Terry McLaurin out on that field because the offense was looking a little bit stagnant on the practice field. They actually just recently activated him off the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they plan on signing him soon or it's just something that they have to do. I don't know. But we'll see. They need to get something going on, I think, with that. The last thing they need is for my man Daniels to have any kind of slip ups. McLaurin is a big part of that offense. Can't fuck it up. Matt Stafford is supposed to be getting a workout in today. I didn't really look in any further into that at all, but I think it's his first work being done since, well, I guess saying he's had a back injury. You got to do something, man. You got to get loose. Got to do something. Hell no, maybe Gabriel will end up with the Rams now. So I don't know, but we'll see. And then there's this thing popped up, these team position rankings. So like, and they did all 32 teams. We're not going to do that. That's crazy. Let's go top 10s, each position, and we'll start with, we'll work our way up, man. We'll start with the safeties. So top 10 safeties based off this. And I'll say where the 49ers are at because we are 49ers. Well, we're not, we're football, but 49ers. You see the hat. So the top 10, Minnesota, first, this is for their safeties. So Minnesota has the 10th best safeties in the league. 9 is New England. 8 is Chicago. 7 is the Chargers. 6 is Denver. 5 is Baltimore. 4 is Houston. Assuming my man Jimmy Ward stays out of jail. 3 is Arizona. That's actually surprising. But okay. 2 is Green Bay. 1 is Detroit. All right, that makes sense. 49ers come in at a whopping 28. That's not ideal. I'll say that right now. Oh, let's work my way up the list. I like this. So they say the best Detroit, shakiest is the Commanders. Unit to watch is Green Bay. Wait a minute, what is this down here? Oh, that's overall. Corners. Number 10 is Seattle. No. 9, the Chiefs. 8, Chicago. 7, Buffalo. 6, New England. 5, Pittsburgh. Ooh, I thought they'd be a little higher. 4, Philly. Okay. 3, the Jets. 2, Houston. Okay. And then 1, the Ravens. All right. 49ers come in at 23rd. So obviously the best of the Ravens. They said the shakiest group is Miami. Especially since they got rid of their top 2 corners, and the unit to watch is Jacksonville. So we'll see. Off-ball linebackers. Number 10, Kansas City. 9, San Francisco. 8, Miami. 7, New Orleans. 6, the Jets. 5, the Lions. 4, Broncos. 3, Jacksonville. 2, Eagles. And number 1, the Washington Commanders with Wagner and Frankie Louvu. The shakiest group is what the Rams have to offer because I don't know any of them. And the unit to watch is the Eagles, of course, because I'm actually kind of surprised they weren't a little bit higher. Edge rushers. Number 10 is Miami. 9, Cincinnati. Are we assuming Cincinnati has Trey Hendrickson? Because right now they don't have him. 8, the Rams. 7, Detroit. Okay. 6, Jacksonville. 5, Las Vegas. 4 Houston, 3 Minnesota, 2 the Giants, and 1 Pittsburgh. That's interesting. I don't know how Cincinnati made it up there. 11, 49ers come in at 11. The shakiest group is what the Commanders have to offer. It's not a lot going on there, and the unit to watch is the Giants. Interior defensive line. Number 10, New England. Number 3, the Rams. Number 8, Pittsburgh. 7, the Broncos. 6, the Giants. 5, the Vikings. 4, Titans. Okay. 3, Colts. 2, Arizona. 1, Seattle. Get the fuck out of here. Shakiest group, I'm going to let you know, they say is the 49ers. Interior, we're lacking. I'm not going to lie. The unit to watch, they say, is Arizona, who's number 2. So, I mean, why are they the unit to watch? You said they're number 2. Oh, man. Yeah, no, we're not good in the interior. I'll tell you that right now. Offensive line. Number 10 is Green Bay. 9, Atlanta. 8, Tampa Bay. 7, the Rams. 6, the Ravens. 5, Tennessee. 4, Minnesota. 3, Chicago. 2, Denver. 1, Philadelphia. That adds up. 49ers coming at number 12. The shakiest group is the Jags, and that's not good for Trevor Lawrence. And what they're trying to do in the unit to watch would be the Lions, because they got a couple guys that left there in free agency. 1 retired. Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle for them. Tight ends. Interesting. So 8. I don't know if we're talking, I'm assuming that we're just talking tight end. 8 is Cleveland with Njoku. Okay. 9, Laporta. 9? Am I missing something here? I gotta be. Okay. 8, Arizona. So McBride, what are we doing? 7, San Francisco. 6, Chicago. I mean, they have 2 tight ends. Is that what we're looking for? 5 is Minnesota. 4, Kansas City. And they got a million tight ends, and they're all kind of decent. 3 is Las Vegas. I know of 1 tight end. 2 is Pittsburgh. They now have 2. And then Baltimore is number 1. They have 2 pretty solid tight ends. So the shakiest group is going to be the Jets, and the unit to watch is going to be the Dolphins, who got Waller. So what are we doing? Like McBride and Laporta, these are real deal guys. Kittle, what are we talking about here? I had no idea. Wide receiver. 10, Washington. Assuming Scary Terry gets signed. 9, Dallas. Okay. 8, Detroit. 7, Chicago. 6, Miami. 5, Minnesota. 4, Rams. 3, Tampa Bay. 2, Eagles. 1, Cincinnati. So I'm not mad at some of the book. Where's Green Bay in this? Green Bay is 17. 49ers are 27. Green Bay 17. They got a million receivers, and they're all solid. So the shakiest group is the Raiders, with only Jacoby Myers being worth a shit. The unit to watch would be the Bucks. So we'll see about that. Running back. Take a little sip. Running back. 10, Seattle. 9, New Orleans. 8, Miami. 7, Green Bay. 6, the Colts. 5, Ravens. 4, 49ers. 3, Eagles. 2, Atlanta. 1, Detroit. So I don't know, man. You guys just don't want Saquon to get it so bad. The shakiest group, they say, is the Cowboys, Unit to watch is the Chargers. And that makes sense because they're going to run the ball like crazy. But man, stop doing that to the goddamn Eagles and Saquon. QB, quarterback, 10, Detroit. 9, Tampa Bay. 8, San Francisco. 7, Chargers. 6, Washington. 5, Eagles. 4, Cincy. 3, KC. 2, Buffalo. 1, Baltimore. I agree with that list wholeheartedly. Shakiest group is the Saints. For the love of God, yes. Unit to watch is going to be Minnesota. So I see what J.J. McCarthy does. So they had the overall, which I will get to in a second here. Yeah. So overall, they got Denver 10, Tampa Bay 9, Chicago 8, Cincy 7, Minnesota 6, Detroit 5, KC 4, Buffalo 3, Philly 2, Baltimore 1, 49ers coming in at 20. And they have an over-under of 10 games? That should have made no sense. All right, so the Colts head coach says he hopes to have a starter at QB soon. Richardson, ever since separating his pinky in that last game, the first game, we'll say, has he's been taking all the practice reps. So I admire that. That's smart. Well, smart, I admire it in that, it's very clear that this is important to him to win this job. And Daniel Jones, when Richardson went out, didn't exactly secure the fucking job. So they played today. I got to look at the stats. I was looking at some highlights of Richardson. He looked okay. He had a drive that looked pretty solid. He had a couple of big plays that got called back due to some penalties. So I think he looked pretty decent for a dude that had a dislocated pinky. I mean, shit. But I didn't see how Daniel Jones did, so we'll see how that looks. Are they going to have a starter pick this week? It's maybe. We'll see. Because you don't want to go too heavy into the third game. I think this week they should have a starter. I mean, it's not even really worth talking about that now. I should have probably talked about that yesterday. It was 5 things to watch, but that's all good. But we'll cut it in on this. 49ers, Raiders. So the 49ers ended up winning with the last-second field goal made by my man Moody. Moody had missed the field goal in the second half. Wasn't a good look, but, hit the game winner. Cool. You needed that type of pressure because, Lord Jesus, if you would have missed that, we would have had 8 kickers in our goddamn practice trying to compete for that job. But Brock Purdy, and my man Slick Ricky Pearsall, they look solid. Completed, 3 passes to him for 42 yards or something. So there's a good chemistry there. Jennings didn't play. Ayuk didn't play. Trent wasn't in. McCaffrey wasn't in. There wasn't a whole lot really going on. He was back in the game. He got himself a touchdown. It was nice to see. He had a couple okay runs and a couple not so good runs. Overall, man, that game kind of was what it was. It's a preseason game, but it's good to see people get a little bit of action. I kind of wanted to see McCaffrey get out there and do something. But if we're going to save him for the season, that's fine. They say he's looked good in camp. I've seen the highlights. He's still Christian McCaffrey. He's coming off a couple leg injuries last year, so I guess it makes sense not getting him out there because I think we lost a lineman and an undrafted rookie. So you see how these injuries happen in preseason, man. So that's pretty much about to be it. I'm about to probably chug the rest of this, but I'll just say like and subscribe, all that good shit. Hey, we're coming to it where I already got a page on YouTube. It's The Beer Brief. And we'll build an empire there. Good shit. I'm out. Beer Brief 24.